What's on YouTube? It's PTT coming at you with another Division video. And today, guys, we are talking future weapons. With 1.1 came some new weapons, came some new named high-ends and some normal high-ends with it. We can assume then that 1.2 will lead us to some new weapons as well. And I am sure they're going to be pathetic attempts at high-ends, and they're going to be re-rolled high-ends of what we've already got. I've been thinking, okay, about weapons that I would like to see in future DLCs, and I'm sure you guys have as well. I know there have been a few weapons ideas floating around on Twitter and YouTube that people would like to see, and they were very surprised weren't implemented in the beginning of the game. And I want to rattle these off for you and get your opinions and whether it's something you would like to see as well. So first up, guys, is the G36. I know a lot of you love this weapon. It is something that was asked for at the beginning. This is kind of the only weapon on the list that has come from what you guys I know want, okay? Those of you who might not know what the G36 is, the G36 is an assault rifle. It comes in 5.56mm ammo, it fires at 750 rounds per minute, has an effective range of up to 800 meters, it has a magazine capacity of 30, but it can also be fitted with a 100 round drum magazine, okay? Now, the G36 in various games has been absolutely amazing. Battlefield, I loved it. Call of Duty variations of it have been very good as well. And the good thing with the G36 as well, guys, is it gives you that weapon in the assault rifle category, but it has a lot of variations, okay? It has things like the G36C, the G36E, the G36KE, the G36K. All of these weapons are adaptations and variations of the standard G36. This is something that they could then bring in later on through the game, you know, in other updates, which would then make it a lot easier. They haven't got to think about what weapons, they can just give us variations of weapons we've already got. But the other cool thing about the G36, guys, is it could also open up to weapons in the LMG class, because an adaptation and variation of the G36 is the MG36E and the MG36, both of which, funnily enough, in real life were actually rejected by quite a few different militaries because they were no different than their, you know, their kind of standard counterparts, the G36, except the fact they had a closed bolt on them. And yeah, but for in-game purposes, you know, if they brought the G36 in, they could then give us two LMGs as well, and it opens up the possibility of giving us variations later on in the game. So that's one weapon that I would love to see in the game. Guys, if you want to see the G36 in the game, let me know down below. Tweet this video at #TheDivisionGame. Tweet it out at HamishBode as well. Let them know that these are the things we would like to see as a community, because we know now that they are starting to listen to us as a community and starting to implement some of the ideas we have. Moving on then, guys, the very next thing I would love to see in this game, and I am very, very surprised this was not in the base game, and that is the P90. Now, the P90 is a submachine gun. I've used one of these in real life, and it is absolutely amazing. Ammo-wise, it fires 5.7 by 28mm. They actually tried to change caliber on it at one point, but it was rejected by NATO and the UN, so they went back to the 5.7 by 28mm. It fires at 900 RPM. Very, very good rate of fire on these. I'm sure with the in-game mechanics of the Division that we're aware of so far, I'd be expecting to see that put out like 1300 RPM, maybe 1400 with the extended mags and the 90% rate of fire. It only comes in at like 200 meters effective range, but, you know, it's an SMG. You don't expect to be having long range on one. Has a 50 round top fed magazine. Now, the good thing with the P90 as well is it would be a very easy game to, an easy weapon to put in game, because it is used by services all around the world. It is used in 40 different countries by both military and police forces, so it is something that they could get in quite easily and be able to use. You know, it's not like it's one of these weapons that are really hard to get hold of, to use, to get the way it fires and things like that into the game. You know, they can get hold of it very, very easily. I think that is something that you guys would love to see. I think it could definitely compete for top spot versus the AUG and the MP5 as well, and that would be nice to give us a bit more variation. Moving on next, guys, I am thinking Marksman Rifle. Now, some of you on this weapon are probably going to think what the heck I am on about, but I know some of you subscribers, and I know some of you will know what I'm on about. Let me explain. This is the L129A1. This is the dedicated Marksman Rifle for the British Army. Okay, it came into service in 2010. It is an amazing weapon, guys. Trust me, I love this thing. It comes as a 7.62mm weapon, so it packs an absolute punch. It has an 800-meter effective range, a 20-round magazine. This thing packs one hell of a punch and is very, very accurate. The stability on it, the recoil on it, all amazing. Okay, again, it is a weapon that is in service, so you shouldn't have any problem getting hold of green screens and sensors and things like that to be able to implement this in game. And I think because it isn't a bolt action, it is a semi-automatic weapon, it would compete nicely with the M1A, and again, that would be something nice to have. Okay, the other versions they've got, the Tenebra as a named weapon, is useless. I believe it's the MK16 or something like that else in game. There's a semi-automatic police version in the Division, is shocking as well. So the L129A1 would be a very good competitor to what we have as the first wave and Sockham M1A. What does that mean about the bolt actions though, guys? Because you're probably thinking, well, you're leaving the bolt actions out. Again, guys, this might be a bit more of a personal option because this was my little bad boy through life. Bolt action, we currently have Custom M44 is a pretty dominating weapon, but there is something I think can compete with it, okay? And that is the L96. Now, the L96 is the British Army's standard sniper rifle. It comes in 7.62mm, it is bolt action, it has an 1100-meter range and a 10-round magazine. And guys, this weapon is so good, it has been in service with the British military since 1982, okay? It is the weapon that British snipers trained on, and it is so damn effective. It is an amazing piece of gear. I would love to see that come in, and I honestly believe it could take over the top spot over the Custom M44 and the classic M1A without an issue. I don't even think there would be any competition. This would come in and absolutely wreck. Okay, guys, I don't know what you think about weapons, okay, but let me know in the comment section down below. Would you like to see the G36? Would you like to see the P90? Maybe you'd like to see the L96? Maybe you have some other ideas of weapons that you would love to see as well. I know I've missed a few classes out when it comes to shotguns and things like that, but that's because I'd like to do another video on this and take into account some of your guys' suggestions. One more thing before I go, actually, thinking off the top of my head. Handguns, okay? When it comes to handguns, there is only one weapon in the world that I love more than an M1911, and that is 9mm P226 6 Hour. Amazing. This is used by British military, it is used by American law enforcement and military as well. It's a cracking weapon, very accurate, very good fire rate, very robust type weapon. It would be amazing to see that come in, because at the moment, what do we run? We run TAC 1911, or we're looking at kind of the Officer's M9, both of which aren't very good weapons. But there's not a lot else better in the game, so it'd be nice to see some more. Guys, comments in the section down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Share it about, tweet it about. If we could get like 100 likes on this video and break the 1,000 view mark, that would be insane. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so, because there are a ton of Division videos coming your way that I am currently working on. And as always, agents, thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, I'll catch you all soon.